Okay. Hopefully I read everyone's names out in a sort of right order today. Okay, he's heading off for the 400 free. In Heat 1, we have Lane 1, Esther Bull from Winchester. Lane 3 is Lily Roberts from Bournemouth. We have Barracuda swimmer Eden Smith in Lane 4. Lane 5 is Aurelia Sheridan from Windsor. Also from Windsor, Lane 6 is Morgan Barker. Lane 7 is Olivia Grant from Winchester. And for pool, Lane 8 swimming. In Lane 8 is Lauren Petit. Okay, we do now have results through from this morning's session. Those results are held with the medals table, but just to announce, we have the results for event 504, which was the female 200-meter fly. In the 10-11 category, we had second Theodora Stopp, Windsor, and first was Esther Bull for Winchester in a time of 3 minutes, 3.99. In the age 12 category, we had second Elsa Witherspoon, and first was Eva Shukru from Leatherhead in a time of 2 minutes, 36.05. In our age 13 category for the 200 fly, we had in third place Amy Banks from Bracknell. Second was Elsa Linley Shaw from Mount Kelly. And in first was Yasmin Bax, again from Mount Kelly, with a time of 2 minutes, 22.93. In our age 14 category, we had Chloe Barfield from Reading. Second was Chloe Clements from Bristol Aquatics. And then in first was Matilda Boyce from Bracknell in a time of 2 minutes, 27.77. In the age 15 category, we had in third Naila Deshpande from Elmbridge. Neve Truscott in second from Seagulls. And in first from Brompton, we had Mia Orlando in a time of 2 minutes, 33.25. In the age 16 category, we had third Calissa Bradshaw from Black Lion. In second was Summer Everson from Watford. And first we had Lily Lambert from Leatherhead in a time of 2 minutes, 24.80. And finally, in our 17 and over category, we had in third Hazel Ann Carter from Wickham. We had from Watford in second, Alice Weston, and first was Evie Young from Mount Kelly in a time of 2:21.56. Well done. Heat 2, referee. Apologies, I was given a nod. Heat 2, referee. Okay, we have in Heat 2, Eva Murphy from Windsor. Lane 2 is Sophie Reed from Winchester. We have Swim Bournemouth swimmer Melly Frampton in lane 3. Lane 4 for Romsey and Totten is Grace Barker. Lane 5 is Darcy Williams for Windsor. Lane 6 for Beckenham, we have Isla May Sennell. And lane 7 for Swim Bournemouth is Isabella Haynes. And then for Watford, we have Isla Cayley in lane 8. Okay, so going through our results, also the results for event 505 this morning are out. That was for the male 400 meter IM. So in the 10-11 category, we have Seb Wheeler picking up a medal there for Winchester in a time of 6 minutes, 1.89. In the age 12 category, we had in second Nathan Smith. For Rushmore Royals. And in first we have Luca Frampton for Farnham in a time of 6 minutes dead 0.94. In our age 13 category, we had third Henry Harkman for Hazelmere. Second was Louis Da Silva for Wickham, and first was Max Smith for Winchester in a time of 5 minutes 20.16. In the age 14 category, we had third Harley Short for Mount Kelly. Second was Ethan Mwanga for Mount Kelly, and first was Rory Burnell for Mount Kelly in a time of 5 minutes 06.83. Our age 15 males in the 400 IM, it was third Harry Yogot for Wickham. Second was Billy Trapp for Mount Kelly even. And first was Lachlan Murray for Wickham in a time of 4 minutes 48.57. In the 16-year-old category, we had third Finbar Eaton for Windsor. Second was William Strong for Wickham. And for Beckenham, in first was Eddie Evans in a time of 4 minutes 42.9. And then our 17 and over males, in third we had Timothy LeBeau for Beckenham. In second was Harry Pearce for Mount Kelly. And first for Bristol Aquatics, we had Louis Thorne in a time of 4 minutes 31.15. Well done, guys. Heat 3, referee. Okay, going for us now in Heat 3, we have lane 1 is Emily Vincent from Swim Bournemouth. We have Bracknell swimmer Chloe Hughes in lane 2. Lane 3, we have Olivia Hagberg for Mount Kelly. We have Winchester swimmer Olivia Atkinson, lane 4. Lane 5 is Jenny Bezel for Wickham. Also Wickham swimmers, Seren Keylock is in lane 6 and Lottie Kellerman is in lane 7. And then for Winchester, lane 8, we have Emily Bourne. I have an official time to announce. This is for event 601. It was for Heat 1, lane number 3. So Heat 1, lane number 3, your official time is 5 minutes 07.50. Okay, finishing off the results that I have in front of me. This is this is for event 506, which was the female 100 meter IM. So in the age 10-11 category, we had second Andrea Michael from Beckenham, and in first we had Fern Berkham from Hazelmere in a time of 1 minute 25.33. In the age 12 category, we had in third, Liana Everson Hall from Hazelmere. In second was Lily Roberts from Swim Bournemouth. And in first was Eva Shukru from Leatherhead in a time of 1 minute 17.25. In the age 13 category for the 100 IM, we had third, Lily Beresnici from Mount Kelly. In second, we had Chloe Mahoney from Brompton. And in first, we had Erin Newman from Mount Kelly in a time of 1 minute 07.87. In our age 14 category, we had in third, Lily Droogmans from Hazelmere. Second was Evelyn Galbraith from Hazelmere. And first was Ellie McLeod from Woking in a time of 1 minute 07.63. In our age 15 category for the 100 IM, in third we had Eva Newman from Mount Kelly. In second was Imogen Dolling from Croydon. And in first we had India Brown from Mount Kelly in a time of 1 minute 08.01. Our age 16 category. In third, we have Freya Gordon for Hazelmere. In second was Yasmin Carter for Mount Kelly. And first was Lexi Dunny from Mount Kelly in a time of 1 minute 04.34. And our age 17 and over category, third was Tegan Gale for Woking, second was Sky Carter for Mount Kelly, and first was Flavia Camzol for Mount Kelly in a time of 1 minute 02.61. Heat 4 referee. Okay, going for us now in Heat 4. We have lane 1, Ilana Mayer for Guildford. Swim Bournemouth swimmer Erin Smith, lane 2. Lane 3 is Dana Bolters for Winchester. Cass Pereira goes in lane 4 for Watford. And Brompton swimmer Ella Miller is in lane 5. Lane 6 is Amy Bellamy for Rushmore Royals. And we have Wickham swimmers. Lane 7, Lucy Batt. And lane 8, Jess Stafford. I have an official time to announce. This was for event 601, and this one is for Heat 3, Lane 1. So Heat 3, Lane 1, official time of 4 minutes, 48.17. Heat 5, referee. Okay, racing heat 5, we have lane 1, Darcy Perez for Chalfont Otters. Lane 2 is Logan Demuter for Wickham. We have Alexandra Desbiens in lane 3 for Brompton. Lane 4 is Grace Wade for Newbury. We have Mount Kelly swimmer Eleanor Amor Bazaar in lane 5, and lane 6 is Abby Whitaker for Woking. We have Barracuda swimmer Megan Carter, lane 7, and Neve Truscott for Seagulls goes in lane 8. Heat 6, referee. Okay, going now in Heat 6, we have Annabelle Irvine for Mount Kelly, lane 1. Lane 2 is Matilda Boyce for Bracknell. We have Wickham swimmer Alicia Bethel in lane 3. Lane 4 is Darcy Arnold for Woking. We have Calissa Bradshaw for Black Lion in lane 5. Elodie Riley goes lane 6 for Barracudas. Lane 7 is Ruby Muldowney for City of Bristol. And lane 8, we have Amelie Bissett for Winchester. We have a birthday shout out for a swimmer in Heat 7. Ellie Lewis, your Beckenham even teammates have come forward to wish you happy birthday and good luck. I have an official time to announce. This is for event 601, Heat 5, Lane 2. So Heat 5, Lane 2, your official time, 4 minutes, 42.35. Heat 7, referee. Okay, heading off heat 7, it's birthday girl Ellie Lewis, lane 1 for Beckenham. Lane 2 is Danica Forster for Wickham. Lane 3, we have Maisie Brown for Rushmore Royals. Working swimmer Ellie McLeod goes lane 4. We have Lauren Dennett for Mount Kelly in lane 5. Lane 6 is Summer Martin for Wickham. We have Mount Kelly swimmers Lally Prager in lane 7 and Poppy Worthington in lane 8. As we go into this penultimate heat of the 400 free, I'm hoping that the boys racing in the 50-metre butterfly over the first 6 or so heats have gone down to marshalling at least. Heat 8 referee. Okay, leading us out in our final heat of the 400 free, we have lane 1, Freya Gordon for Hazelmere. Then we have Mount Kelly swimmers, lane 2, Aviva Holinsky, lane 3, Edie Price, lane 4, Sophie Ben, and lane 5, Mari Randvali. We have Wickham swimmer, Hazel Ann Carter, lane 6. For Rushmore Royals, lane 7 is Sky Austin Burrows, and lane 8 is Amelie Stevenson for City Southampton. An announcement from our raffle desk upstairs. Session 6. This session is your last opportunity to enter our raffle, of which the prize is an Arena Carbon Air swimsuit or jammers. So if you do want to enter that raffle, this session is your last opportunity to do so. The winner will be announced at the start of session 7, I have been told. Okay, amazing. So our next event is going to be 602, which is the open male 50-meter butterfly. For this event, we have 20 heats. Heat 1, referee. Okay, starting us off in our 50 fly, we have Thomas Twart for Seagulls, lane 1. Lane 2 is Hunter Russell for Swim Bournemouth. Lane 3 is Jacob Anderson for Leatherhead. Lane 4, Finn Guberg for Winchester. Nathan Smith, Rushmore Royals, lane 5. Lane 6, Ruben Drugmans for Hazelmere. Tiger Shark swimmer Connor Lacey Even is lane 7. Lane 8, Rufus Malone for Elmbridge. Heat 2, referee. Going in Heat 2, we have lane 2, Angus Marcel for Windsor. Lane 3, Theo Mullins for Rushmore. Lane 4 is Lucas Deleuve for Swim Bournemouth. Lane 5 is Cassian Corden for Windsor. Barracuda swimmer Freddie Moorhandel is in lane 6. Lane 7 is Seb Wheeler for Winchester, and also Winchester. Lane 8, Henry Bowers. Heat 3, referee. Going in Heat 3, we have lane 1, Joshua True for Mount Kelly. Lane 2 is Aaron Debiasis for Reading. Lane 3 is Morgan Shaw for Woking. We have Wickham, Oliver Sampson, lane 4. Jacob Wheeler, Winchester, lane 5. Lane 6 is Ayush Kushik for Rushmore. Lane 7 is Aidan Pethan for Bracknell. And lane 8 for Bristol, Oliver Sims. Heat 4, referee. Heat 4, we have lane 1, Sam Barton for Winchester. Lane 2 is Harley Short for Mount Kelly. The Bracknell swimmer Blake Pelly in lane 3. Affan Tak for Reading, lane 4. Lane 5 is Harrison O'Hara for Poole. Winchester swimmer Hamza Abdel Muniam is lane 6. Lane 7 is Isaac Gordon for Hazelmere. Elbridge swimmer Jack Benham, lane 8. Heat 5 referee. Going heat 5, we have lane 1, Max Smith for Winchester. Lane 2 is Montcao for Bracknell. Barracudas have Louis Mohadil in lane 3. We have lane 4, Iron Qureshi for Reading. Lane 5 is Gabe Nichols for Mount Kelly. Leatherhead have lane 6, Spencer Bristow, and lane 7, Jack Dodd. And lane 8 is Savain Caldera for Farnham. Heat 6 referee. Okay, we have heat 6, lane 1, Maxim Adrakovics for Beckenham. Lane 2 is Joshua Vandeveld for Winchester. Lane 3, Kieran East for Leatherhead. Seagulls have Zach Flint, lane 4. City Bristol, Thomas Gladwin, lane 5. Noah Bax for Mount Kelly, lane 6. Lane 7 is Louis De Silva for Wickham, and Reading have Bailey Arbetta, lane 8. Heat 7 referee. Okay, heat 7. We have lane 1, Percy Dean from Bournemouth. We have lane 2, Archie Cockett from Didcot. Brompton have Julian Orlando, lane 3. Philippe Irvine races for Watford, lane 4. We have Henry Hartman, Hazelmere, lane 6. Lane 7 is Thomas Hughes Parry for Windsor, and Poole have Ollie Head, lane 8. Heat 8 referee. Okay, racing heat 8. We have Xander Robertson for Reading, lane 1. Jake Warmington for Didcot, lane 2. Lane 3 is Fraser Hearman for Wickham. Lane 4, Billy Lewis for Swin Bournemouth. Lane 5, Ashwin Thapper for Rushmore. Elmbridge have Henry Malone, lane 6. Aaron Kane goes lane 7 for Wickham. And lane 8 is Sam John for Chippenham. Heat 9 referee. Going heat 9, we have lane 1, Alex Normovich for Wickham. Also for Wickham, lane 2, Dougie Hatton. Lane 3 is Ben Cox for Bristol. Lane 4, Tommy Gleeson, Seagulls. Southampton have Timur Caravan in lane 5. Lane 6 is Henry Chin O'Neill, Winchester. Bristol swimmer Lorcan Walton, lane 7. And lane 8, Leo Sherfield for Charlfoot Otters. Heat 10 referee. Okay, going heat 10. Lane 1 is Sam Ray for Rushmore. Lane 3, Finley Gilbert Poole. We have Barracudas, Bailey Crossland, lane 4. Lane 5, Nicholas Evans for Bracknell. Lane 6, Michael Gannon Wickham. Lane 7, Ihsan Sanol for Beckenham. Lane 8, Damien Adams Wickham. Have a disqualification to announce. Event 602. Heat 5, lane 3 is for a technical infraction. Also 602, heat 5, lane 4 for a technical infraction. Heat 11 referee. Going heat 11, we have lane 1, Casper Clark for Amersham. Lane 2, Ollie Duval for Bournemouth. Lane 3, Cooper Robinson, Barracudas. Lane 4, Alexandra De Nore for Brompton. Lane 5 is Constantine Kaliafas for Mount Kelly. Lane 6, Isaac Soverall for Bristol. Lane 7, Ryan Pote for Windsor. And lane 8, Yahita for Didcot. Heat 12 referee. Heat 12, lane 1, Seth Murphy for Leatherhead. Lane 2, Henry Walker for Poole. Lane 3, Thomas Love for Beckenham. Lane 4, Will Exley for Winchester. Lane 5, Charlie Nicolau for Mount Kelly. Lane 6, Charlie Catton for Hazelmere. Lane 7, Dilias Satavicius for Mount Kelly. And lane 8, Seth Pollard Lau for Maxwell. I do have results out for the female 400 metre free, event 601. I'll get those results down to medals table ASAP. Heat 13 referee. Heat 13, lane 1, Henry Brundle for Bournemouth. Lane 2, Charles Hazel for Windsor. Lane 3, Jago Daly Allison for Beckenham. Lane 4, Oliver Doughty for Mount Kelly. Lane 5, Ben Jones for Farnham. Lane 6, Sebi Panowicz for Elbridge. And lane 7, Will Leach for Bristol. And lane 8, St Adong for Brompton. Heat 14, referee. Heat 14, we have lane 1, Finbar Eaton for Windsor, lane 2, Michael Urban for Mount Kelly, lane 3, Kason K Winchester, lane 4, William Surrey Mount Kelly, lane 5, James Scholes for Hazelmere, lane 6, George Brown Winchester, lane 7, James Lake Chichester Crumman, and lane 8, Liam Detrick for Swin Bournemouth. Heat 15, referee. Okay, going heat 15, we have lane 1, Jaden Carter for Mount Kelly, lane 2, Daniel Taros for Reading. We have lane 3, Daniel Panner for Brompton, lane 4 is James Neeson for Poole, lane 5 we have Ovia Mandel for Windsor, lane 6, George Truman for Leatherhead, and lane 7, Noah Gibbs for Bracknell. Heat 16, referee. Okay, going heat 16, we have 1, Jack Arnold, Mount Kelly, 2, Cameron Lee for Barracudas, lane 3, Kieran Howland for Rushmore, lane 4, Cody Rice, Mount Kelly, lane 5, Spike Jinks for Barracudas, lane 6, Callum Ritchie for Bracknell, lane 7 is Rumeth Morawakarola for Winchester, and lane 8, Thomas Knoll for Farnham. Heat 17, referee. Going heat 17, we have lane 1, Eduardo Galucci for Brompton. Lane 2 is Joshua Malengo for Mount Kelly. Lane 3, Cass Hope Obatoyinabo for Mount Kelly. Lane 4 is Griffin Thomas Winchester. Lane 5, Arthur Grundy Winchester. Lane 6, George Gillett Seagulls. Lane 7, Remy Mowbray Amersham. Heat 18, referee. Heat 19, referee. Right, going in our penultimate heat, lane 1, Maxwell Adams Wickham, lane 2, Angelo Nagy for Brompton, lane 3, Zach Townend for Tarhurst, lane 4, Daniel Strasov for Brompton, lane 6, Josh Dolling for Croydon, lane 7, Matthew Costasa for Chalfont, and lane 8, Leo Nichols for Rushmore Royals. Heat 20, referee. Okay, going in his final heat for Mount Kelly, we have lane 1, Alex Donofrio, lane 3, Rio Diodu, lane 4, Abdul Jabbar Adama, and then for Uni of Surrey, lane 5, Chris Finch, lane 6, Freddie Ashley Sparks Wickham, lane 7, Ralph Saraki for Kelly, and lane 8, Jamie Cunningham for Woking. Our next event this afternoon is going to be event 603. This is the female 200-meter breaststroke. For this event, we have 9 heats. referee. Okay, going for us in the 200-meter breaststroke, heat 1, we have lane 1, Frida Standen for Winchester, working swimmer Emmy Freeland, lane 2. Lane 3 is Morgan Barker for Windsor. We have Matilda Strudnell for Farnham in lane 4. Lane 5 is Florence Brearley for Didcot. Lane 6, Imi Hill for Woking, and for Hazelmere, lane 7 is Fern Perkin. Catching our breath from the 50s of the butterfly, I have an official time to announce. This is for event 602. It was heat 16, lane number 4. So heat 16, lane number 4, official time 26.44. I also have a disqualification to announce. This was for event 602. It was for heat 17, lane number 7. So heat 17, lane number 7, disqualification for technical infraction. Okay, as said earlier, the results for event 601, the female 400-meter free, are released and with medals table. Just to announce, in the age 10 to 11 category, we have the medal Esther Bull for Winchester in a time of 5 minutes 25.82. In the age 12 category, we had third Lily Roberts for Swim Bournemouth, second Grace Barker for I believe that's Rushmore, and lane 1 Lucy Batt for Wickham in a time of 4 minutes 55.12. In the age 13 category, we had third Chloe Hughes for Bracknell, second was Olivia Hegberg for Mount Kelly, and for Wickham in first was Jessica Stafford in a time of 4 minutes 44.27. In the 14 age category, we had third Megan Carter for Barracudas. Second was Matilda Boyce for Bracknell. And for Woking in first was Ellie McLeod in a time of 4 minutes 24.50. In the age 15 category, we had third Darcy Arnold for Woking. Second was Annabelle Irvine for Mount Kelly, and for Wickham in first was Summer Martin in a time of 4 minutes 22.51. Heat 2 referee. Going now in Heat 2, we have lane 1, Theodora Stock for Windsor. In lane 2 for Winchester, we have Grace Routley. Also for Winchester, lane 3 is Abby Hamilton. Lane 4 is Alexis Mathers for Newbury. We have lane 5, Amy Marr for Bracknell. Lane 6 is Esme Layton for Swim Bournemouth. And then for Winchester, lane 7, Esther Bull, and lane 8, Olivia Grant. I do have another official time to announce. This is a for event 6:02. This one's for heat 12, lane number 1. So heat 12, lane number 1, official time 28.24. Going back to our female 400 metre free results, for the age 16 category, we had third Freya Gordon for Hazelmere, second was Danica Forster for Wickham, and for City of Southampton, first was Amelie Stevenson in a time of 4 minutes 25.95. For our age 17 category in the 400 metre free, we had third Hazel Ann Carter for Wickham, second was Aviva Holinsky for Mount Kelly, and first was Sophie Bem for Mount Kelly in a time of 4 minutes 10.08. And then in our multi-class category, we had second Lauren Petit for Paul, and first Isabella Haynes for Swin Bournemouth in a time of 5 minutes 04.64. Heat 3 referee. Heading off now in Heat 3, we have Lane 1, Amy Banks for Bracknell. Lane 2 is Isla Cayley for Watford. We have Windsor swimmer Sophie Robbins, Lane 3. Lane 4 is Nellie Brearley for Hazelmere. Tabby Luckham-Jones goes for Leatherhead, Lane 5. Woking swimmers Elisa Watherspoon is in Lane 6, and Lane 7 is Keely Thomas. And then for Winchester, Lane 8 is Katie Balla. Heat 4 referee. Heading off in Heat 4, we have lane 1, Arisrison for Woking. Lane 2 is Anna Costa for Wickham. Also for Wickham, lane 3 is Ella Redfern. We have Elmbridge swimmer Rosie Staniak in lane 4. Lane 5 is Melissa Yeat for Poole. Lane 6 is Chloe Norley for Bristol. Lane 7 we have Emily Vincent for Swim Bournemouth. And lane 8, Ellie Buchanan for Elmbridge. Okay, I have an official time to announce. This is for event 602. It was for heat 18, lane number 2. So heat 18, lane number 2, your official time 26.82. Heat 5 referee. Okay, for heat 5, we have lane 1, Ellie Lloyd for Rushmore. Lane 2, Mia Palmer for Poole. Lane 3 is Vasila Diakoniak for Brompton. Lane 4 is Gemma Price for Rushmore. Lane 5, we have Cabby Montgomery for Brompton. Lane 6 is Amelia Gillian for City of Southampton. And lane 8, Lucy Batt for Wickham. I've just had the Everyone Active team talk to me. Just a reminder to all swimmers that if you are not poolside, the only other area you're meant to be in is the squash courts that we have set aside for you. You are not meant to be in any other area like the sports hall or any of the studios. I know they have asked swimmers already about this, and unfortunately people keep going back to those areas. So there are other users of this facility today, so please respect that and please only go where we are permitted. Thank you. Can team managers for the clubs please remind your swimmers of what I have just said? Thank you. Heat 6 referee. In Heat 6, we have Lane 1, Grace Barker for Romsey and Totton. Lane 2 is Jenny Bezel for Wickham. We have Barracuda swimmer Jessica Boyle for Lane 3 and Brompton swimmer Ilioni Purani Pornara for Lane 4. In Lane 5 is Amy Large for Poole. The Beckenham swimmer Isla Daly Allison in Lane 6. Lane 7 is Tilly Biggs for Winchester. And Lane 8, there isn't a swimmer. Results are now out for event 602, the open male 50-meter fly. So the results are now down with the medals table. Just so you know, in the male 10 to 11 category, third was Seb Wheeler for Winchester. Second was Joshua True for Mount Kelly. And first was Noah Bax for Mount Kelly in a time of 32.31. In the 12 category, we had third Jack Dodd for Leatherhead. Second was Mond Carr for Bracknell. And first was Henry Malone for Elmbridge in a time of 30.19. Just to also announce, if you are thinking of withdrawing from any of your events, particularly in session 7, then please do use the QR codes posted around the pool to link to our online withdrawals form. That would be brilliant. Thank you. Heat 7, referee. So in our Heat 7, we have lane 1, Coca-Cola for Wickham. Lane 3 is Isabel Patterson for City Bristol. Lane 4, we have Alison Q for Mount Kelly. Also lane 5 for Mount Kelly, we have Evie Flanagan. Lane 6 is Alexandra Byrne for Woking. Lane 7, Orla Butler for Bracknell. And lane 8 is Mia Orlando for Brompton. I do have a couple of disqualifications to announce. This is for event 603. So we had Heat 4, lane 2, for a technical infraction, and again event 603, Heat 4, lane 7, disqualification for technical infractions. So those were disqualifications, Heat 4, lane number 2, and Heat 4, lane number 7. Our results in the male 50-metre fly for the age 13 category. Third was Oliver Head for Poole. Second was Lou De Silva for Wickham. And Rushmore Royals first was Sam Ray in a time of 29.97. In our age 14 category, we had third Thomas Knoll for Farnham. Second was Jaden Carter for Mount Kelly. And first was Henry Barker for Rushmore Royals. Time was 26.82. In the 15 category, third was Delanis Satavicius for Mount Kelly. Second was Kashop Obatoyanibo for Mount Kelly. And first was Joshua Kimberley for Amersham in a time of 27.08. Heat 8, referee. Swimming now in our penultimate heat of the 200 breast, we have lane 1, Willow Standing for Hazelmere. Kira Burkhart goes for Swim Bournemouth, lane 2. Lane 3 is Stephanie Hagan-Bassett for City Bristol. Lane 4 is Alex Brugemeyer for Beckenham. Wickham swimmer Safi Washer goes lane 5. Woking swimmer Lucy Wheeler in lane 6. Lane 7 is Lily Baronisnicki for Mount Kelly, and lane 8 is Evelyn Galbraith for Hazelmere. Our remaining categories for the male 50-metre fly results. In the 16 age category, we had third Leo Wisby for Poole. Second was William Irvine for Mount Kelly. And for Elmbridge Lane, in first, was Jack Croucher in a time of 26.77. Okay, so just an announcement to the coaching staff. If your swimmer was in Heat 7, so Brompton, Bracknell, Woking, Mount Kelly, City of Bristol, Wickham, can a representative come over to the announcer's desk, please? We just need a chat about Heat 7. The last of our results for the male 50 fly, we had for the 17 age category. Third was Christopher Finch. University of Surrey. Second was Freddie Ashley Sparks for Wickham. And first was Abdul Jabbar Adama for Mount Kelly in a time of 23.63. Heat 9 referee. Okay, heading out in our final heat of the 200 breast, we have lane 1, Amelia Webb for Winchester. Lane 2 is Eloise Herbert for Mount Kelly. We have Brompton swimmer Chloe Mahoney, lane 3. And then for Mount Kelly, we have lane 4, Anastasia Musat. Lane 5 is Erin Newman. Lane 6 is Eva Newman. And lane 7 is Clementine Lovell. And then for Didcot, we have lane 8, Charlotte Noyce. Well done. Our next event is event 604. This is the open male 200 meter backstroke. So male 200 meter backstroke. For this event, we have 12 heats. Heat 1, referee. Okay, so starting us off in the 200 meter backstroke, we have lane 3, Joshua True for Mount Kelly. For Didcot, lane 4 is Jack Lindsay. We have Winchester swimmer Toby Banks in lane 5, and lane 6 is Ian Makazel for Beckenham. Heat 2, referee. Heat 3, referee. So Okay, swimming now heat 3. We have lane 1, George Collins-Jones for Poole. Lane 2 is Blake Pelly for Bracknell. In lane 3 for Woking, we have Morgan Shaw. Lane 4 is Henry Bowers for Winchester. We have Thomas Grigas going lane 5 for Tiger Sharks. Lane 6 is Aaron DeBiasis for Reading. Lane 7, Cassian Corden for Windsor. And for Leatherhead, lane 8 is Jack Dodd. Okay, I do have a disqualification to announce. This is for event 604. It was heat 2, lane number 7. So heat 2, lane number 7, disqualification for technical infraction. Heat 4, referee. Racing now in heat 4, we have lane 1, Kieran East for Leatherhead. Lane 2 for Wickham, we have Luis de Silva. Also for Wickham, lane 3 is Oliver Sampson. For Hazelmere, lane 4, we have Isaac Gordon. And also for Hazelmere, lane 5 is Jarvis Hearsey. Lane 6 is Ben Crumpler for Swim Bournemouth. We have Watford swimmer Veer Tucker in lane 7. And lane 8 is Freddie Mohandle for Barracudas. Heat 5, referee. Okay, going now in Heat 5, we have lane 1, Jacob Wheeler for Winchester. Lane 2 is Oren Taylor for City of Bristol. Also for Winchester, lane 3 is Matt Smith. Lane 4, we have Ollie Coe for Poole. Farnham have Declan Bertinus in lane 5. Xander Robertson goes for Reading, lane 6. Lane 7, we have Max Perry for Watford. And for Seagulls, lane 8 is Alexander Beaton. Heat 6 referee. Okay, heading off Heat 6, we have for Barracudas, lane 1, Louis Mohandel. Lane 2 is Maxim Andrukovics for Beckenham. We have George Brown for Winchester, lane 3. Farnham have Nathan Pieterse in lane 4. Lane 5 is Charlie Twart for Seagulls. We have Ashwin Thapar in lane 6 for Rushmore. Wickham have Edwin Razius in lane 7. And lane 8 is Gabriel Gunnarsingam for Leatherhead. Heat 7 referee. Okay, for Heat 7, we have lane 1, Ruben Miguel-Easter for Mount Kelly. We have Hazelmere swimmer Henry Hartman, lane 2. Cooper Robertson goes lane 3 for Barracudas. Thomas Knoll goes for Farnham, lane 4. Lane 5, we have Thomas Morton for Newbury. Lane 6 is James Fleming for Swim Bournemouth. And then Mount Kelly have lane 7, Sam Sigley, and lane 8, Billy Trapp. Heat 8, referee. Racing Heat 8, we have lane 1, Rory Burnell for Mount Kelly. For Winchester, lane 2 is Case and K. Lane 3, we have Ben Asbury for Mount Kelly. For Leatherhead, lane 4 is Ralph Cottonet. Lane 5 for Winchester is Griffin Thomas. We have Wickham swimmer Owen Aherney in lane 6. Lane 7 is Ethan Lopez Tamur for Leatherhead. And lane 8 for Wickham is Alex Numovic. Heat 9, referee. Okay, for Heat 9, we have lane 1, Finley Gilbert for Poole. For Mount Kelly, lane 2 is Sam Platts. Lane 3 is Patrick Biro for Reading. Lane 4, we have Isaac Soverall for Bristol. Mount Kelly swimmer Razvan Lembach goes lane 5. We have Sandro Baramidze for Elmbridge in lane 6. We have Oscar Shepherd from Reading in lane 7. And in lane 8 for Windsor is Thomas Williams. Heat 10, referee. Going now in Heat 10, we have Lane 1, Ollie Sigley from Mount Kelly. For Barracudas, Lane 2 is Spike Jinks. We have Mount Kelly swimmer Leonard Luring going in Lane 3. Lane 4 is Healthy Lewis for City Bristol. Lane 5, Michael Gannon for Wickham. For Newbury, Lane 6 is Barnaby Grayson. Cameron Venables goes Lane 7 for Reading. And for Swim Bournemouth, Lane 8 is Ollie Jenkins. Heat 11, referee. Okay, heading off now in our penultimate heat of this event, we have Lane 1, Leo John from Chippenham. Lane 2 is Callum Ritchie from Bracknell. We have Joey Bale going for Mount Kelly in Lane 3. Lane 4 for Wickham is Jackson Trawerski. Lane 5 is Cody Rice for Mount Kelly. We have City of Southampton swimmer Matthew Lowther in Lane 6. Lane 7 is William Strong for Wickham. And Lane 8 for Leatherhead, we have William Jones. I have an official time to announce. This is for event 604, heat 9, lane number 4. So that's heat 9, lane number 4, official time, 2 minutes, 17.02. Heat 12, referee. Okay, in our final heat of the 200 back, we have lane 1, Lachlan Taylor from City Bristol. We have Mount Kelly swimmers. Lane 2, Sanjis Sessions. For lane 3, Jack Arnold. Lane 4, Isaac Thompson. And lane 5, Mantas Gospidas. In lane 6 for City Bristol, we have Louis Thorne. For Windsor, lane 7 is Joseph Mottram. And lane 8 is Ruben Thomas for Mount Kelly. So in our schedule, the next event is 6:05, which is the female 50-meter backstroke. Prior to starting this event, we will just be holding a rerun of Heat 7 from the female 200-meter breaststroke. Rerun due to a technical issue with that heat. And it's for the swimmers who wanted to participate again. We have a 200-meter breaststroke heat just to run, so no backstroke starts needed at the moment. Lane 4, lane 4. Lane 4, it's a breaststroke start. Okay, so for this rerun of the female 200-meter breaststroke heat from what was Heat 7, we have lane 4, Isabel Patterson, and lane 5, Mia Orlando. just to let swimmers know, if any of you are a gold medal swimmer, female, you want to check you still have it because a gold medal has been found in the female toilets. So check it's not yours that's missing. It's been handed back to the medals table. Well done. Well done. Okay, so our final event of this afternoon is event 605, which is the female 50-meter backstroke. For this event, we have 15 heats. Heat 1, referee. Okay, so starting us off with the 50-meter backstroke, we have for Beckenham, lane 1, Jess Morgan. We have Theodora Stock for Windsor, lane 2. Lane 3 is Imi Hill for Woking. We have Winchester swimmers, Phoebe Torrance, lane 4, and Grace Routley in lane 5. For Beckenham, lane 6 is Andrea Michael. Lane 7 is Avelina Almquist for Hazelmere, and for Winchester, we have lane 8, Caitlin Hatfield. Heat 2, referee. Racing Heat 2, we have lane 1, Tabby Luckham-Jones for Leatherhead. Lane 2 for Bracknell is Abby Bonewell. In lane 3, we have Alyssa Watherspoon for Woking. Lane 4 is Flo Garrett for Leatherhead. We have Wickham swimmer Anna Costa in lane 5. Lane 6 is Hetty Gibbs for Bracknell. Winchester swimmer Annabelle Montague, lane 7. And lane 8 is Federica Johnson for Woking. Heat 3 referee. Okay, swimming for us now, Heat 3. We have lane 1, Violet Todd for Rushmore. Wickham have Jess Stafford, lane 2. Aurelia Sheridan goes for Windsor, lane 3. Lane 4 is Lily Harris for Leatherhead. For Newbury, in lane 5, we have Anna Morton. Olivia Pereira goes for Swim Bournemouth, lane 6. Lane 7 is Liana Everson Hall for Hazelmere. And for Windsor, lane 8 is Iris Colbert. Heat 4 referee. Okay, racing heat 4, we have lane 1, Amelie Laird for City Southampton. Lane 2 is Philippa Blackenby for Leatherhead. Wickham have Lottie Kellerman, lane 3, and Lucy Batt, lane 4. In lane 5, for Windsor, we have Eva Murphy. Lane 6 is Elsa Linley Shaw for Mount Kelly. Leatherhead have Laura Anderson in lane 7, and for Wickham in lane 8 is Ella Redfern. Heat 5 referee. Racing now heat 5, we have lane 1 Amelia Webb for Winchester. Lane 2 for Mount Kelly is Connie Ratley. Lane 3 we have Melly Frampton for Swim Bournemouth. Lane 4 is Eloise Gates for Bracknell. Lane 5 we have Vittoria Vedramin Giardini for Brompton. Lane 6 is Daisy Tang for Chalfont Otters. For Brompton, lane 7 is Olivia Bunimovic, and lane 8 is Lily Roberts for Swim Bournemouth. Heats. Heat 6 referee. Going in heat 6, we have lane 1, Mia Palmer for Poole. Also for Poole, lane 2 is Millie Newsom. Lane 4, we have Eva Selden for Woking. For Newbury in lane 5, we have Bethany Morton. In lane 6 is Anna Steenkamp for Swin Bournemouth. Lane 7, Seren Keelock for Wickham. And lane 8, Isabella Indelicato for Winchester. Heat 7, referee. Heading off heat 7, we have lane 1, Jenny Bessel for Wickham. Lane 2, Kiyomi Dolby for Mount Kelly. Lane 3 is Gracie Roberts for Leatherhead. Lane 4, Ava Thompson for Poole. Lane 5, Ellen Barlow for Bracknell. Lane 6 is Beatrice Gubb for Rushmore. Lane 7, Dana Boltis for Winchester. Lane 8, Maria Stamanova for Woking. Results are out for event 604, the male 200 metre back. I will get those results down to the medals table ASAP. Heat 8, referee. Okay, going now, heat 8. We have lane 1, Florence Bartlett for Beckenham. Lane 2, Amelia Kingham for Watford. We have lane 3, Isla Westmacott for Amersham. Lane 4 is Erin Henderson for Woking. Lane 5, Lily Drugmans for Hazelmere. Lane 6, Alison Liu for Watford. Lane 7, Megan Webster for Poole. And lane 8, No Swimmer. Just to announce, if you do want to look at the swim shop, Fastlex swim shop will be closing up in the next half hour. So last half hour to go and look if you want any extra swim equipment, costumes, etc. Thank you. Heat 9, referee. Okay, racing heat 9. We have lane 1, Ruby May Kilborough from Watford. Lane 2 is Eva Shukru from Leatherhead. Lane 3, Olivia Hagberg from Mount Kelly. Lane 4 is Ariana Butcher from City Southampton. Lane 4 is Emily Davey from Croydon. Lane 6 is Nevaeh Lysett from Winchester. Lane 7, Chloe Hughes from Bracknell. And lane 8, Ellie Buchanan from Elmbridge. Heat 10, referee. Okay, in heat 10 we have lane 1, Ruby, oh no, my computer didn't update. Right, lane 1, Willow Standing from Hazelmere. Lane 2, Emily Hughes from Mount Kelly. Lane 3, Hazel Ann Carter from Wickham. Lane 4, Lauren Dennett from Mount Kelly. Lane 5 is Brooks Thomason from Newbury. Lane 6, Amola Akinsami from Mount Kelly. Lane 7, Evelyn Galbraith from Hazelmere. Lane 8, Vasilisa Diakonoyak from Brompton. Heat 11, referee. Okay, going heat 11, we have lane 1, Cassandra Pereira from Watford. Lane 2 is Olivia Atkinson from Winchester. Lane 3, Summer Everson from Watford. Lane 4 is Trinity Clement from Hazelmere. Lane 6, we have Yasmin Bax from Mount Kelly. Lane 7, Violet Hornsey from Woking. And lane 8 is Pippa Guinea from Didcot. We have the 200-meter female freestyle results out. I will get those to the medals table ASAP. Heat 12, referee. Okay, racing for us heat 12. We have lane 1, Sophia James for Bracknell. Lane 2, Lucy Bosley for Newbury. Lane 3, Caitlin Valentine for Wickham. Lane 4, Megan Carter for Barracudas. Lane 5, Alice Mann for Brompton. Lane 6 is Erin Smith for Swinbournemouth. Lane 7, Isla Guaxiana for Chalfont. And lane 8 is Alexandra Desbiens for Brompton. Heat 13, referee. Okay, going heat 13, we have lane 1, Catherine Tommy for Winchester. Lane 2 is Vesta Maxivet for Bristol. Lane 3 is India Brown for Mount Kelly. Lane 4 is Evelyn Moody for Amersham. Lane 5, Imogen Dolling for Croydon. Also Croydon. Lane 6, Mia Kelly. Lane 7 is Evie Butterworth for Watford. And lane 8 is Elizabeth Kuduma for Brompton. 14 referee. Okay, in our penultimate heat, we have lane 1, Molly Gregory for Bournemouth. Lane 2, Emily Bissett for Winchester. Lane 3 is Ella Miller for Brompton. Lane 4, Matilda Biggs for Winchester. Lane 5 is Yalindi Rupasanji for Wickham. Lane 6 is Sophie Duckworth for Rushmore. Lane 7 is Riley Ackroyd for Mount Kelly. And lane 8 is Sizu Kwong for Woking. Heat 15 referee. Okay, in our final heat, we had lane 1, Eve Webb for Mount Kelly. Lane 2, Catherine Williams, Wickham. Lane 3 for Mount Kelly was Sky Carter, Floria Camzol, Sierra Broadbelt. And lane 6 was Emma Hagberg. Lane 7 was Edith Hamilton for Rushmore. And lane 8 was Hermance Welland for Mount Kelly. That's our session 6 completed. Well done. Our warm-up is just going to start 10 minutes later than announced, just due to the couple of hold-ups we've had. So warm-up will be starting here at 1600. So 4 o'clock for your warm-up starting, so in approx 10 minutes time. Thank you.